Jasmine Pineda, who has been controversial since her debut on 90 Day Fiancé, has always caused division among fans. Although she has received appreciation from some viewers for her unadulterated honesty and her emotional presence in the, others have immediately labeled her as volatile, theatrical, and sometimes outright toxic in the normally highly manufactured realm of reality television. But the storm developing behind the scenes is something no one could have foreseen. A storm that could cost her hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal consequences in addition to ending her tenure on TLC's flagship program. It took time for the turmoil surrounding Jasmine to start. Actually, if we examine her journey on the show, the red flags were present from the beginning. A lady who was deeply committed to her relationship but not hesitant to express her opinions, sometimes with dramatic results, was depicted in the early episodes. Jasmine frequently demonstrated her refusal to back down from conflict, from public tantrums over alleged betrayals to furious clashes with her fiancé. For reality TV producers, this kind of personality might be a treasure trove, but it can also be a ticking time bomb. Following the series' airing, fan groups and hashtags trended on social media for days, generating discussions and even some internet petitions demanding her dismissal. The contrast was obvious. In addition to drawing attention from fans, Jasmine caused manufacturing issues. Supporters remember the spectacular quarrel that surprised her fiancé and the crowd. Additionally, insiders suggest that producers were becoming more and more alarmed by her erratic conduct, even though some perceived it as real emotional vulnerability. TLC tensions behind the scenes. The truth. This conduct is described by TV experts as a perilous line, one that, if it persisted, may have catastrophic consequences. Long before the suspicions of lawsuits and contract infractions emerged, individuals close to the production reported that tensions were already increasing. Jasmine reportedly had multiple run-ins with producers, openly defying orders on set, requesting edits that presented her in a more positive light, and refusing to fill certain storylines she believed were unjust. According to insiders, Jasmine might have overreached herself by sending cryptic messages on social media and disclosing backstage information that producers would have intended to remain confidential. Each cast member signs agreements that contain non-disclosure terms, image rights, and moral conduct duties, making TLC contracts infamously stringent. The purpose of these contracts is to shield the network against spoilers, leaks, and bad news. Tension apparently arose when Jasmine began discussing her concerns with TLC employees and other cast members in public, which was perceived as a violation of her NDA. Boiled to a boil. The worry was only increased when her posts were noticed by ever-watchful fans who started to conjecture online. Some analysts speculate that the possible legal action that has everyone talking may have been directly sparked by these public remarks. An impending storm, fan reaction. Due to Jasmine's on-screen antics and off-screen problems, social media is awash with opposing viewpoints. She is viewed by some as a strong, independent woman who can handle the challenges of modern life. Partnerships under close examination, while others have been frustrated by what they perceive to be erratic and deceptive conduct. These responses are not unique. Another fan wrote, "She's ruining the show. Fire her already." Another popular tweet said, "Jasmine is entertaining, but TLC needs to get a grip. Enough is enough." Innumerable posts on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter show a growing belief that TLC would be better off without her. Reports state that network executives have heeded the online clamor and are currently facing mounting pressure to respond. But it appears that Jasmine's situation is different. It's possible that her public remarks, fan indignation, and purported contract infractions drove TLC to the breaking point. And according to some sources, this is the direct cause of the $100,000 lawsuit that has been publicized. According to insiders, the network has a track record of handling cast disputes with care in order to avoid PR catastrophes. The legal risk. What is in danger? The alleged $100,000. It wouldn't be the first lawsuit. When celebrities endanger the network's brand, TLC has a history of pursuing legal action to enforce NDAs and contractual responsibilities. Though nothing has been formally confirmed, there are murmurs from those close to the production that TLC's legal team is preparing to take significant action against Jasmine. Potential violations could include essays revealing previews or personal information about upcoming episodes in violation of non-disclosure agreements, or NDAs. Secondly, unapproved media appearances or social media posts discussing behind-the-scenes turmoil that damage the network's reputation. 3. Disregarding production rules, abandoning the set, declining to film necessary storylines, or requesting modifications. If the case moves forward, it might have a devastating impact on Jasmine's ability to work in reality television or appear on other networks, in addition to the $100,000 punishment. This would be detrimental to her career and finances. Specifically, will Jasmine's 90-day fiancé end? For months, many have been debating whether Jasmine's drama has eclipsed the other members of the cast or whether her volatile personality has turned against TLC. Online rumors suggest that network management are considering whether it's worthwhile to keep funding a celebrity who garners more media attention for controversy than for entertainment, and fans are already conjecturing that Jasmine's tenure on the show may come to an end as a result of this issue. There are disagreements among fans. Some are happy that Jasmine is leaving, while others are concerned that the show might lose one of its most interesting characters. Her absence would create a clear gap in the plot, as her storylines have been crucial to recent seasons. There may be a significant change to the show if Jasmine gets fired or decides to quit. The overall vision behind the scenes. Jasmine's situation also serves as a reminder of the greater challenges encountered by reality TV celebrities, who have to deal with intricate contracts and strict network policies while creating dramatic, engrossing, and engaging material. In addition to being a personal failing, Jasmine's reported transgressions might also be an indication of the intense pressure and high stakes of reality TV. Everyone is watching TLC to see how they handle this explosive scenario after Jasmine Pineda may have tipped the scales too far. There is clearly more to Jasmine's story than just personal drama. It provides insight into the fine line that separates network control from star power. The advantages of having a fascinating, erratic cast member must be balanced against the possibility of negative publicity, legal issues, and internal strife. It is painfully evident after the drama of Part 1 that Jasmine Pineda may have stepped into legal jeopardy due to her fiery nature, which is the very quality that attracted millions of spectators to her narrative. The 90-Day Fiancé fan community has been rocked by the consequences from Jasmine Pineda's alleged contract violations. TV insiders, as well as those in the entertainment industry at large. The strict non-disclosure agreement, or NDA, that TLC requires all cast members to sign before filming is at the center of the dispute. The NDA's objective is clear-cut but unyielding. Plot points, behind-the-scenes exchanges, and confidential production information cannot be revealed by cast members. Significant fines, potential legal action, and in certain cases, permanent banishment from the network are all consequences of breaking the NDA. According to insiders, Jasmine's purported NDA violations started out subtly with ambiguous social media posts that hinted at internal conflicts. When fans noticed these early signals, they immediately asked, was Jasmine just venting or was she breaking the law? The post detailed arguments about scene editing, run-ins with producers, and even hints that some plots were written in a way that she didn't agree with. The social media trail caused by the uproar. Social media has given reality TV celebrities. Always has two sides to it. Jasmine used social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok to share her frustrations with her millions of followers. According to sources, she may have directly broken her NDA by sharing information about upcoming episodes and casting decisions in several of her posts. Jasmine's dissatisfaction with the network's treatment of her was hinted at in another enigmatic video, which made people wonder if she was thinking about quitting the show or searching for other chances. 1. The alleged tweet, which was quickly taken down as fans expressed their disapproval, implied that there was conflict between Jasmine and other cast members and that TLC editors had created or altered some of the plots. According to insiders, following these instances, TLC's legal staff began constantly observing Jasmine's online behavior and identifying any possible infractions. Fans may view these posts as informal, but networks take them extremely seriously. Contracts serve as legal protections in Hollywood, and reality TV NDAs are particularly stringent because damaged statements, spoilers, and leaks can cost networks millions of dollars. The lawsuit worth $100,000. Sources claim that TLC has threatened to sue Jasmine for $100,000, which is a typical sum in court disputes involving reality TV. A wide range of alleged violations are allegedly covered by the case. One is revealing private production information in violation of confidentiality agreements. Second, making negative remarks about the network that could harm TLC's brand image. 3. Potential interference with contractual obligations, considering alleged discussions with other networks or media sources. Although the lawsuit has not yet been made public, insiders say the warning alone has sent shockwaves through Jasmine's team. A lawsuit of this nature, according to legal experts, might not only result in a six-figure fine but also ban her from appearing on additional reality shows, so excluding her from the genre. Jasmine resembles earlier 90-day celebrities. It's fascinating to keep in mind that Jasmine's situation is not entirely unusual. For similar reasons, several former cast members of 90 Day Fiancé have been sued or threatened. For instance, Lauren and Alexi Broik were supposedly reprimanded internally for violating production agreements, and Angela D was under network scrutiny for personal problems. The stakes are raised by Jasmine's social media presence, even though prior celebrities were contentious. Every news update, video, and post might be looked at as proof. Her internet following has turned into a magnifying glass in a possible court battle, bringing her acts to the public's attention in ways that can bolster TLC's case against her. According to insiders, Jasmine is unique because of the combined impact of her legal danger and fan backlash. Inside knowledge. The origin of the legal risk. In order to avoid seeming bad, Jasmine allegedly approached producers on site, demanding re-edits or refusing to film certain scenarios. According to reports, these altercations annoyed several people close to the project. Describe growing friction among the crew and executives, some of whom thought her actions were unprofessional and unsettling. Although Jasmine has always been fiery, it has recently become erratic. She is pressuring TLC to take action after posting stuff online that should never be left up. Contracts are in place for a reason, one source stated, and when a cast member continuously violates them, the network is forced to protect. Online outcry and fan reactions. The other insider continued, as the lawsuit rumors spread, fan communities exploded, with intense debate taking place in online forums, Reddit threads, and social media comment sections. Some fans supported Jasmine, saying that reality TV stars are treated unfairly and that TLC manipulates stories. Others argued that she had crossed the line and should have been punished because her activities had overshadowed the concert itself. As stated, more than 70% of respondents to a well-known fan survey stated that TLC ought to fire Jasmine Pineda, suggesting that the network may need to act quickly. Some fans even speculated that the prospect of her lawsuit may force TLC to act, potentially leading to a settlement or an official dismissal. The network's perspective. Insiders claim that network management are deeply concerned that Jasmine's posts and behavior may have far-reaching effects, such as, "Drama is what reality TV is all about." Yes, but there is a distinction between amusing content and actions that are harmful to the law. TLC believes that protecting its brand is crucial. Plotline for the upcoming season, disclosing the performers' private contracts and setting a precedent for other celebrities to ignore their agreements. Jasmine's on-screen mayhem, social media publicity, and alleged contract violations appear to have combined to cause an extraordinary reaction. TLC is renowned for. Sources claim that it is strictly enforced and does not hold back from pursuing legal action when contracts are broken. Was Jasmine going to sit down or fight back? However, networks frequently have the upper hand and reality TV NDAs are infamously unchangeable. In addition to being messy, A public dispute would bring Jasmine's actions even more attention, the type of attention that could eventually hurt her career. According to legal professionals, based on the details of the NDA and the claimed infractions, Jasmine might defend or compromise on the lawsuit. According to some insiders, Jasmine may attempt to arrange a private settlement with TLC in order to avoid the public spectacle of a lawsuit. This may involve paying a reduced penalty in exchange for anonymity, and a promise to carefully adhere to her contract moving forward. Even a deal, though, could not guarantee that she will stay on the program if internal strife and audience pressure persist. Cliffhanger. As Part 2 draws to an end, fans are left in suspense. Will Jasmine Pineda be held accountable for her behavior? Or will she manage to get through this and carry on with her career on reality TV? Is this a dramatic chapter in a career already full of flips, twists, and explosive moments, or is this the beginning of the end? Her tale is dominated by the contract dispute and legal battle. The stakes are higher than ever, and the most startling new events to date are set in motion by the combination of fan outrage, network scrutiny, and potential legal ramifications. Part 3 will look at the fan response, Jasmine's potential dismissal, and her unclear 90-day fiancé future. The future of Jasmine Pineda is being discussed by fans, insiders, and reality TV commentators. Her adventure on 90-Day Fiancé is undoubtedly at a turning point that might shape her career for years to come, even though the solutions are yet unknown. The discussion has switched to a new, equally dramatic subject as the dust settles on her alleged contract violations and upcoming $100,000 lawsuit. Eventually, will TLC fire one of its most controversial celebrities? The fan outrage and the commotion on social media. Other cast members' plots were sometimes overshadowed by Jasmine's on-screen conduct, which featured dramatic confrontations, emotional outbursts, and heated arguments. Even before there were reports of legal action, fans had been outspoken about their displeasure with Jasmine. In this instance, social media has taken on the role of the final arbiter and jury. On Instagram, fans post videos and memes of her most unpredictable moments, overflowing threads with requests for her elimination. The popular Twitter hashtags #TLCEnough and #FireJasmine have been receiving contributions from thousands of users for weeks. Reddit boards have analyzed each instance and discussed if her antics are funny or detrimental. Jasmine went too far. The fans are finished. TLC must act immediately. According to some fans, Jasmine's social media posts have exacerbated the problem by overtly hinting to problems with producers and other cast members, which has heightened public indignation and made it. TLC finds it more difficult to overlook the problem. Although others argue that controversy draws more viewers, TLC executives seem concerned that Jasmine's problems are becoming more of a liability than a strength. Insiders claim that the network is well aware of this opinion on the internet. Important decisions may actually be influenced by the perception of the TV audience. Is Jasmine about to lose her job? Production close sources claim that TLC management have evidently given the possibility of terminating Jasmine a lot of attention. Although the network has not yet issued an official statement, two key questions are said to be at the heart of internal discussions. First, can Jasmine work in TLC's legal and professional environment? Second, is the risk of keeping her on board greater than the drama she brings? Some sources claim that producers have already begun preparing contingency plans in case she departs, which might involve cutting down on her screen time by rewriting upcoming episodes, switching her storylines to those of other performers, or adding new cast members to fill in the narrative in the case that she resigns or is fired. Jasmine's robust social media presence further complicates matters. Even if she has more clout thanks to her online following, the network's choice is made more difficult because any post, comment, or video could be seen as evidence of persistent contract violations. Covert transactions and gossip regarding competing networks. According to insider reports, Jasmine might have investigated opportunities with rival reality networks at another degree of interest. They have also sparked speculation about why TLC could feel compelled to respond decisively, even if they haven't been confirmed. If Jasmine has been speaking with another network, it may be a serious breach of her contract and provide further grounds for potential legal action. This would also explain the urgency of the alleged $100,000 lawsuit and the growing calls from fans for her removal. What comes next? Fans speculate that the fanbase is divided. Supporters of Arden assert that Jasmine is among the most engrossing characters on the program, providing the kind of raw, erratic energy that draws in viewers. However, a lot of people think that her drama has reached a breaking point and that TLC must act to save the franchise. Online polls, comment threads, and fan forums all exhibit this tension. Others claim that firing Jasmine would be a relief, allowing the plots to breathe and other cast members to thrive. Some argue that removing her would make 90 Day Fiancé is more of a mildly formulaic reality show than an entertaining one. In addition to legal and contractual issues, TLC management is also considering potential fan reaction, which might directly affect revenue and ratings. It is exactly because of this split that the SI